Hey guys, it is me, Nico, from Misery Productions, here again to bring you guys the first Bricks by the Bay 2013 update for 2013. This is the first video on the alternative channel starting the new year. And as always, we have a member of my teammates involved with this update here. We got Jeff and Ben through via FaceTime. FaceTime. If I can get the camera focus. Yes. So guys, as you guys know, that's a new policy for me, having one or at least a good portion of the team members that I have in each one of these updates. By each one, I mean the Bricks by the Bay and Bricks Cascade updates, and possibly the BrickCon updates after Bricks Cascade. But yeah. So let's get started here, as always, with Yavin. As you can see, it has pretty much made a lot of progress since the last Bricks by the Bay update. Although the last Bricks by the Bay update was done about close to, I'd say, a good 3 days ago with me and Ben. That was when he was here and we were actually working on a bunch of these trees that are pretty much throughout this whole side of the MOC. That's the only major change. That, and we started doing a little bit of grass detail. Most of this detail in the front was done by me, and I did that yesterday, shortly before this update. But yeah, so as you can see, a lot has gone on with this MOC since the last update. And the progression on this thing, to narrow it down, I narrow it down at about maybe 86.2%, just because there's a lot more grass detail that needs to be done, and there needs to be a lot more done with the trees as far as making them stable for transport. But I'm not going to go into how we did that. A lot of people caught the new prototype shield generator in the MOC in the last Flickr picture I uploaded, which was a Bricks Cascade update picture. And that's there. You know, and we already demonstrated for you guys another update that it's a motorized shield generator, and it does work. And that actually is contributed to Jeff, who is currently working on the schematics for the rest of the power grid, but he needs to come back here for all the parts since he doesn't have too many parts back at his homestead. So that's his department. That whole base plate is going to be his, I shouldn't say his problem, but that's pretty much what he has to work on. That's all him. So that's pretty much it for that. The first full team workday for this MOC is going to be coming really soon, hopefully next week, if we could get some more team members contributed to this. Jeff and I were just talking about this earlier in the day. And of course, I'll get to the information about the convention team later on. But anyways, we had like a couple of partial team work days on this already between me, Jeff, and Ben. Ben's the other guy on the FaceTime right there. Yeah, and he's actually the one who pretty much assembled a lot of these trees with me on Monday when we did the late Bricks Cascade and late Bricks by the Bay update. So that is it for that. I have another bricklink order for this, which I just placed yesterday. It's on the way. That's mainly for extra parts for stabilizing these trees, because when they fall over they break really easily. And actually that idea, that concept was contributed to Jeff, so you know, I have him to thank for that. We only have really a couple of figure bricklink orders that we need to make if that is necessary. As I told you guys, I have a new clone concept involving the regular phase 1 clones. Of course, that clone's not really a good example, but you know, the new clone concept is going to be implemented really soon. I'm going to talk with my supplier for that, for those C.I.S clone helmets soon. And I'm also going to talk to him about the new plate lockers, and you could kind of guess who my supplier is already, since I already mentioned the plate lockers, Clone Troop X39. I need to talk with him about getting those in, because if you were to walk by this, you could easily brush over each base plate of the MOC because they're not connected together. So we need to get those plate lockers in, the C.I.S weapons for the figures in. And by the way, all the battle droids are back in the MOC. As you can see, we got the commando droids in there. We have the repair ward set up, which I managed to do shortly before this video. all the droids are back in there, and same thing with the command post. So again, the final progression for this week on Yavin is 86.2 to be precise. Of course, we still need to take care of the rest of that box, but it's already halfway done, and I honestly don't think that we're gonna have enough to finish the rest of this MOC. So that is it for Yavin, and as always for Rishi, there is nothing new there. I have not even begun to start planning the rest of the Bricklink orders for that. I only have like 2 planned, and those are like older orders. I haven't talked with any possible new sponsors to do Commander Fox for that video, or that MOC at least. Originally was supposed to be Xero Fett Customs, but he bailed out on me, so that's not possible. The new CAC weapons order I have for that MOC is planned, but of course it's going to be a while till that's actually placed. And since that MOC is going to be probably not started until maybe after late March, right after spring break, we're not going to be able to actually place Bricklink orders on that. But when we start doing Bricklink orders, I might need a couple of the team members to start jumping in with payments, since I'm kind of running low on funds. But that is it for the update on that for now. The progression on that MOC is 25%. And as you can see, there's the messed up setup of it. It's right there. So that is it for that. As for the collab MOC with Felucia, now we get onto that. Still at 6%, or actually 7%. I haven't talked with One Popcorn Productions in a while. I haven't talked with Lego Spencer 11 in a while about it. But now everybody's starting to buckle down for Bricks by the Bay. I've already seen a lot of my friends on Flickr start scrambling for people to do collabs with. So, you know, we're going to start talking about that really soon. I just got to get into a good Skype call with Spencer and Will and see if we could get that going. And once we do, decide what we're going to do with that, of course, me and the team will actually start nailing down some schematics for our section of that MOC. Now we get on to the crappy, well, I shouldn't say crappy, but the figure stand, which is collecting up dust for right now. All of the clones are currently in the Clone Army setup, but they'll be back in there soon. For sure, the entire sections between Republic Customs and Minifigs for You are going to be filled. I just placed a new order for all of David's new customs, which includes Commander Thorn, Commander Bly, etc. All the ARC Troopers, you guys know the line. But I managed to get all those, so this portion of the stand will be filled, but more than likely he will release another line before then, so a couple of the clones that I ordered recently will not be on this line for Bricks by the Bay, for sure, because, you know, there's a lot of time before Bricks by the Bay, so David can release a new line, and I believe he will. He has not notified me on that, so I can't exactly verify. But as for Republic Customs, he is releasing a new line of customs right now. However, I don't know what those customs are yet, but for sure his section will be done. And actually, I am talking with a guy on Flickr who is just starting to get into customs. His customs are really good, and I'm going to offer him a position for this last portion of the figure stand that is really collecting up dust here, since I'm not going to be using this portion of the stand at Bricks Cascade. Although I could be, if this guy does decide to provide me with a good 12 clones for that convention, but that's only if he agrees to the deal. And as of right now, the figure stand's still at 75%. And now we finally get to the last note on the convention team. You guys already seen the 2 members that I had with me right here who have actually contributed working on this MOC here. But there still are a couple of possibilities. But for the basic point of it, convention teams at a full 100%, if it ends up being just us 3, then there you go. But yeah, so these 2 guys are the official members. We have 1 possible member coming in, and that's I think that's what happened. Oh.
My grandma tried to walk in.
Oh, wait, you said Bree was in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So one of my other friends, who happens to be Jeff's girlfriend, is he just told me that she's going to put in some work hopefully next week when she returns from San Diego. But obviously I won't have that official update for you until the next Bricks Cascade update, which is next week, or the next Bricks by the Bay update, which is 2 weeks from now. So that is it for that. I initially offered the positions of 2 more builders to a couple of my friends, but they haven't responded back to me. Initially, Mackenzie Meek, you know, she was supposed to be part of this, but, you know, I haven't been able to get in touch with her. I'm going to see if Jeff can talk with her 2 weeks from now when we go back to school, well, when they go back to school, and see if we can get them recruited. That way we can finish this whole back half of the mock, and then, you know, Yavin will be done. But, yeah, so that is pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Again, the progression on this thing, 86.2. The progression on Rishi, the Canyon version, that's 25%. Collab mock with Lego Spencer 11, One Pump Core Productions, and others, still at 7%. We haven't had a chance to plan on any of that. And then the figure display here, still 75%. And at the convention team, the basic version of that is right here between the 3 of us. Those 2, and then myself. So, that is it for this edition of Bricks by the Bay 2013 Expedition Updates. This is update number 13. And we'll be seeing you guys next time. Any of you guys want to say anything before we end the video?
No, not really.
Alright guys, I'll see you guys next week when we do the Bricks Cascade update. And actually the next video after this should be an in-depth look at the Clone Army for 2012, well, the preview for 2012, which was supposed to be uploaded before New Year's, but I got lazy. So yeah, that is it, you guys. See you guys next time. Bye guys. Oh, one more thing guys, a little small note. The guy has already left a FaceTime call, but a little small note. Small trees and big trees are finished, and all the side details of the trees are finished. I still need to take care of some last borderline decisions for Yavin. Like, you know, the base plates bordering each other. You know, I gotta make sure that they're right so that the plate lockers can fit. But yeah, so I'll just add that note in, just so you guys weren't left hanging. Of course, a picture of this will be up on Flickr, as always. So, again, short rundown. 82.6%, 25%. Collab mock, still 7%. The convention team, the basic version of that convention team, still at 100%. And then the minifigure stand still at 75%. You know, the new lines coming in. And also the I have a couple of other new customs coming in from Republic Customs, so hopefully that'll get done. And I have a new possible sponsor that's going to come on with this, ESC Customs, I believe. So that is it for now, guys. Officially ending the update. Please like, comment, and sub.